Alright, let's see. How am I going to set this up? Oh, boy. Alright. How am I going to paint a giant blind albino penguin? Oh, boy. Whoa. There we go. So we do this. We do this. And we do that. Okay. Tighten you. There we go. That's what I want. Giant blind albino penguin. Yes. Okay. I primed this white, so I want to start with, I guess, just a straight up shade over top the entire thing. Because that's what I do, right? Sorry, a what now? Psychotic. A giant blind albino penguin. Yes. Giant blind albino penguin. You think I'm kidding? That's literally what it's called. It's from a game called Cthulhu Wars. And I needed like some minis for tonight for the live show that I'm doing. So I was like, what can I do that's goofy? And I went to the local shop and he's like, how about giant blind albino penguins? And I'm like, yep, that you got me sold. That's what we're doing. Okay, cool. Good talk. Good talk. So I don't have like a bunch of time to get these done because I got to get everything else ready for the show for tonight. So this is going to be like a pseudo speed paint. So I'm going to just hit this with a shade. And then I'm going to hit it with some white and some red on the eyes. And some grime details where like all these spikes and shit are coming out of. And we're going to call it a penguin. That's what we're going to do. Good luck with the show. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming it live on YouTube. The quality won't be, like, amazing, because I'm just going to set up, like, a webcam on my laptop, but it's a live show I do every month at a local bar called Paladins. It's a lot of fun. It's, like, audience. It's a big audience game, so audience members come up and play in a really goofy adventure, and every month I always bring, like, a really goofy mini of sorts to the show, so... Let's see. Figure out what Space Marine chapter you're on. What Space Marine chapter are you on? Alright, that's quick shit. Giant blind albino penguin. Just saying giant blind albino penguin is hilarious. Yeah, like I said, every month I go in with like something stupid for everybody. Just like 1 month they fought a Vault Hydra that I painted. Last month it was Cthulhu. This month it's giant blind albino penguin. I have 2 of these to paint. So the premise is that they're 2 brothers that are wreaking havoc. And it's up to the party to take care of the issue. Well, I guess up to the players, because it's going to be a bunch of different people, but, you know. You're a blood angel? Why do you say you're a blood angel? What makes you say blood angel, Psychotic? Because if you're watching, thanks for popping in. So what I did was I primed these white, and I'm hitting it with this this earth shade real quick to give it like a dirty kind of undead-ish look of sorts. I'm going to hit it with some white. And then some red on the eyes. And honestly, that'll probably be about it, because I don't got all the time in the world. And I got 2 of these I got to paint for tonight. Some other stuff I got to do and get ready, but I wanted to have at least some sort of, like, readily painted mini for tonight for the bad guys, I guess you could say, that the party will be fighting. So I took a personality quiz. Can you really trust every personality quiz that you find on the internet? Like, can you, though? Come on, damn it. There we go. Do 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 do. There we go. I'm painting a giant blind albino penguin. That's literally what I'm painting right now. Yeah, giant blind albino penguin. Hello, nerds. How you doing? Yeah, I know this is more of like a trust the process type thing. I just want to hit it with the quick shade first, because the white, I'm going to be using mainly white on this thing, which is going to be a little transparent. So hopefully, by hitting it with this and getting all the shadows and the cracks and crevices, it cuts down some of my my process here. That's what I'm hoping for. You don't want to go to work? Well, nerd. Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. And sometimes that includes going to work. Let's see. I think that's his mouth in here. All right, cool. He is shaded for the most part. Let all this dry and get this where this pooling is. Cool. Let him dry. While he's drying, go on to the next one, because I have 2. Here's the next one. Here it is. G'day from Queensland, Australia. How long have I been painting models for 40k Warhammer D&D? I actually just started painting a few months ago. Like, I was never big into, like, painting minis and stuff, and then I got into Warhammer, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's right, with Warhammer, I have to paint my minis. And then ever since I started doing that, I was like, wow, I actually really, really enjoy painting minis. So, a few months. Maybe like 4 or 5 months, I want to say. Give or take. I'm really excited for the new Fanatic line to come out from Army Painter, honestly. It's a new line of paint. Apparently, it's amazing. I'm really excited to try it. Woke up at like 6. Loud Boom of Thunder. Ooh. Couldn't tell if it was a train or a tornado. I mean, that's a good game to play. Is that train or is it tornado? Let's walk outside and find out. Almost 1 year anniversary of these streams from mini painting. Is it really? Wait, what? Has it been that long since I started painting? No. No. There's no way it's been that long already. I don't think I started doing, like, mini painting until, like, 5 or 6 months ago. I think. I'm pretty sure it was after Gen Con. I don't think I started doing stuff like this until after Gen... Or, fuck, maybe I'm... Oh, Jesus, maybe, I don't know. How long has it been? This is not a Warhammer figure. This is a Cthulhu Wars figure. It's another... Cthulhu Wars is a board game that is like Risk, but Cthulhu. But a lot more fun, in my opinion. Oh, God, the phone's turning. Hold on. Oh, boy. There we go. Do you like to paint the minis your own way or paint by wall colors? I kind of paint them my own way. I mean, I still like to go with, like, appropriate color schemes and, like, you know, what looks good. So, like, you know, I like using complementary colors because, like, I like a good-looking mini. Except for my Tau Devil ship. We don't talk about that because I had a bad day. Let's see. You were in the middle of watching his Survivor Highland. Because at the same time you uploaded the Mega Man Zero Part 1 video. Has it really been that long? What? No. It hasn't. I did Mega Man Zero on my side channel not super long ago. I think it was like 5 months ago. Or less, actually. I don't know. Psychotic, do the fact check for me. Let me know. How long has it been since I started painting minis and stuff? 5 months ago was the first mini painting stream. Okay, there we go. I thought so. I was like, there's no way it's been almost a year already. What are you using to paint? Right now, so this is just an Agrax Earthshade that I'm throwing on top of this mini that I primed like a Wraithbone white. Because it's like a penguin. So the main color on this thing is going to be white, but it's, you know, like undead, albino, and giant, and blind. So it's going to obviously have some, like, undead features to it. So I was like, let me hit it with a shade first to get, like, a grimy undertone to the entire thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and hit with white, because it's already going to have all this, like, dirt and grime and, like, nasties under it. So hopefully, in theory, if the process works how my brain says it's going to work, is that the white is really going to help with this earth shade after it's all dried to give it like a dirtied, you know, like a dirtied undead-like look is what I'm going for. Or it's going to look absolutely horrible. One of the two. No in between. So we will find out. All right. Perception as time is screwed. No, you're good. Mine is too, honestly, because, like, there's part of me that's just like, yeah, I started Warhammer like a month ago, but it's been like 5. So I know it's been like longer than I think it has. I just knew it wasn't a year. I'm like, wait, I may be crazy, but I know it hasn't been that long yet. So, like I said, I got 2 of these to paint, and my goal is to see how fast I can get 2 of them done in a relatively fast manner, because I got the show tonight that I'm taking these 2. And these are going to be like the bad guys for tonight, or some of the bad guys for tonight. And yeah, we'll see how the audience reacts to giant blind albino penguins. What else did I miss? I got a few more spots here. I'm just trying to get this all dirtied up. Let it dry for a second. Hit it with some white. God, I can't wait for the new Army Painter lineup to come out. I keep seeing all the stuff about the new Fanatic paints, and I'm just like, I need to try it. Okay. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right. Let's set this down. So, how's this one drying? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking McNasty. Giant blind albino penguin. Yes and no. It did because yes, it did, but also no because I just kind of stopped playing it because I've been so busy. Do you prefer Army over Citadel? I see both in the background. I like Army Painter for certain things, and I like Citadel for certain things. I guess that's probably my consensus. There's certain things with Army Painter that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, what is it? I have a paint by I don't know. Their speed paints, fantastic. I love Army Painter speed paints, and that's mainly what I use for Army Painter. I've tried their other stuff, just like a few other colors, but it wasn't like exactly what I wanted. So I'm not sure if that was just like necessarily a mismatch on my end, or just like the paint wasn't that good. I don't know. So like I've got, what is it? You know, like some regular their war paints and stuff here. And I'm not the biggest fan of the war paints, but I think that's just because, like, maybe I haven't used them the right way, because they were the first paints I started off with. However, their speed paints are fantastic. They're so good. If you want a quick mini done immediately, fantastic. They're so fucking good. Let these dry for a second. I think some Citadel stuff is like, I really like their technical paints, like their Morden Earth, or their Martian Iron Earth, and what is it called? The Martian Iron, yeah, Iron Earth is really good. It's like a technical paint. I don't have a lot of the regular paints. I get a lot of the Citadel like shades and like effect and technical paints. That's what I use a lot. I've been using a lot of Pro Acryl recently. Pro Acryl is really good. Army Painter speed paints are amazing. My go-to for a lot of stuff is Vallejo. Vallejo is really good. I have a few AK Interactive paints too, but I haven't used too much of them. I used actually I used a bit of them for some stuff, but I just finished up this buddy right here, and this is a mixture of a bunch of different paints that I used. This is a Buzz Lightyear Sanguinius that I'm using for a mini painting contest. It's so stupid. But I love it. So I used a bunch of different stuff on him, actually. I think I used like one paint from each brand actually on him for like specific needs. It's like, that's the thing with like mini paints, is like certain paints and certain brands are good for certain things, is what I found. So Ryan, I don't have a direct speed paint video. There's a stream, actually, I think one of the first streams actually, is I painted all of my Custodies with speed paints, and they turned out really nice. Like, all my Custodies use speed paints from Army Painter, and they're fantastic. So, just letting these dry a little bit longer. That's the one downside about using like the shades and stuff first. Like this with this like method I'm trying is, you know, yeah, it has this nice grimy look to it. I'm gonna hit it with white, hit it with some stuff, call it a day. But then yeah, that's a it takes a while for the shades to dry because like they're really liquid. And they take a hot minute. So I'm just gonna hang out and chat for a minute and see what I need. Actually, it's probably a good idea. What do I need? So I know I'm gonna need. Let's see. White. Red for the tongue. Another red for the eyes. Let's see. I don't think I need too much more. Some black, actually, for like fins and stuff, probably. Yeah, I don't think I need too much, actually. I don't think I'm going to need too much to paint these guys, because they're relatively simple, so. Buzz Lightyear Sanguinius is unhinged, yeah. Wait, here's the... Sorry, I'm eating a snack while I'm waiting for this to dry. Here's the story behind Sanguinius Lightyear, and I'll show him again. The story behind him is... There's a mini painting contest at a local shop that they hold every other month. And, like, I'm okay at painting minis. Like, I'm not, like, amazing. Like, I'm okay. I'm, like, average, you know? So I came to the conclusion, like, cool, if I want to compete, I need to also be creative. So I might not win off pure technical skill, but I'm going to give them a run for my money. Or a run for their money with just the ridiculousness. Let's see. I got so much shit on this desk I clean off today. Alright, let's see. That there. Palette here. Hopefully this one dries sooner than later so I can get started on it. Oh, shit. That ain't good. Oh, no, my good brush. Where'd it go? Hold on, guys. My Winsor Newton. Let's see. Your GM has been on a power clean at work, right? I know, life-size cutout of Shaq. Jesus Christ. Next time, paint a Woody or a Pizza Planet theme one. How did I do in the competition? This one's not submitted yet. This doesn't need submitted till the end of the month. I still got some, like, details I gotta do. Like, I gotta finish the base up. And, like, maybe some highlighting and stuff here and there. So I got time to finish it. In the last competition, I don't know how I did. We did Boba Fett was the last one. And I didn't do too great with that one because I didn't know how I wanted to paint it. And I blew it off until, like, last minute, which I shouldn't have. So I did it within, like, the last, like, 3 days. A Freakazoid inspired Epis Custodian. That's awesome. Would I make the menus with where I buy them? Just like local shops. You can buy them at. I have a 3D printer too, where I can like print some stuff. But honestly, I'm lazy and I don't like 3D printing all the time, so I'll just spend the money and buy menus I want to paint. All right, let's take this brush and start getting the pools out of this. There we go. Because now I'm not waiting forever for it to dry, because I can see that there's some spots where this is pooling, and if I soak it up, I should be able to get started here in a minute. Alright. A little better. So yeah, just gonna give this a minute. Why are the figures so cheap? What do you mean? Some aren't. Like, Warhammer's expensive. Warhammer is just flat out expensive. It just is. But I mean, like, what we got here? This is one of my Tau that I painted recently. He's like covered in snow, and he's got like a little snowboard he's riding down like on a little mountain here. So I got like frost all over him and everything, because like my entire Tau army is like a snow army. I mean, I think like a lot. I mean, yeah, a lot of minis are cheap individually because like they're not that expensive to make. It's just plastic. This is one I'm working on too for a different army. What else do I got over here on this rack too that I can show off? What do I got? I got this one here. Working on him. I don't think I have anything else in my general vicinity that I've painted. Everything else is kind of like on my display racks or somewhere else. So not cheap. You have adulting responsibilities. I mean, yeah. I mean, like that's what it kind of comes down to is like, you know, it's not cheap, especially because like I don't know. Stuff's not cheap. I'm lucky that I have, my wife and I do very well for ourselves for the most part. And if I want to go out and spend like $100 on something, like painting supplies and some any stuff, I can. But I don't like splurge and do it all the time. Like I had my like initial splurge where I bought stuff like immediately for Warhammer to get started. Then I was like, cool, I spent too much money. I'm gonna take a break for a while and get all this taken care of because it was expensive. All right, I don't feel like waiting any longer, so we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Any Alpha Legion figures to show? No, I don't. My main armies that I have Custodes and I have Tau. Those are my main two. I've also got a Legions Imperialis army that I'm working on slowly. When I say slowly, I mean very fucking slowly. All right, let's see if I ruin this mini. And if so, it's not a big deal because I didn't pay too much for them. So, shout out to the Eldritch Bazaar. It is a shop here in Columbiana, where I live, where I got these at. Hooked me up pretty good. All right. Now let's just start hitting this sucker with white. See what happens. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to paint these guys two different ways. This one I'm going to try to just paint regular. Just like put the paint on them, blah, 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 blah. The more I'm looking at this, I think I might try to dry brush the next one, actually. Just see what happens. It's not like it's... Not a big deal how these turn out, honestly. They don't turn out perfect, not the end of the world. A second mortgage for 40K? No. No, not. I would never do that to my wife. I would never take out a second mortgage for 40K. 40K is like a luxury thing for me, where it's like, oh, do I have the money to buy some stuff this month? Yeah, sure, I'll buy a couple models and throw them together. Now that I've got my armies all set and everything, I don't need to go out and spend a bunch of money. I've got 2 armies fully together. And like, if I want to do a third like 40K army, thinking of doing orcs for my third 40K army. But like, when I say third army, I mean like over the course of like 2 years, slowly buying one model at a time, putting it together when I have the time. Because the one thing about the hobby is I love the hobby aspect of it, of like, you know, doing all this, like the painting, the building, and everything. However, it is very time consuming. It's very relaxing. But I only have so much time in the day to be able to do this stuff. For 30K, Jesus. I don't know anybody that plays 30K. Somebody tried to get me into Age of Sigmar recently, and I'm just like, oh, maybe. And like, who do you know around here that plays Age of Sigmar? And like, oh, nobody. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Then why would I? I want to play the game. And like, Age of Sigmar is cool because I like the fantasy aspect of everything, because it's more like fantasy based and stuff. But like I said, this thing, I'm just kind of slapping some white on this thing because it's supposed to look just dirty and grimy. Get some white on this thing. I got the dark undertone. I'm going to go through some other colors and dry brush the shit out of it. And just see what happens. Because it's supposed to look sick McNasty. So if I got some of this brown and shit showing underneath, that's the point. That's kind of why I did the undertone the way that I did. It's just a good way to experiment and try some different painting methods. Like I said, I want this thing to look just nasty. Just straight up disgusting. Filthy. Alright, cool. Cool. Cool, that's good for the white. Let's clean this brush off a little bit. Alright, get some of my burnt red for the tongue. Morning to Mars. Age of Sigmar is like D&D, right? Age of Sigmar is, it's like high fantasy 40K, from my understanding. Okay. whites. Okay. Cool. The inside of his mouth real quick. Just all up in here. Get all this shit. Like I said, this is supposed to be like kind of sloppy. That's kind of what I'm going for. Sure, close enough. Alright, that'll work. I'll do this. That's what we're working with so far. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dry brushing. I'm going to take some black, actually, and hit, like, the beak, these, like, little claw areas. Hit it with some dry brushing of, like, some reds and some browns for, like, the spines and stuff back here. And then throw a shade over top of it, and I think call it a day with this thing, because it's just supposed to look gross. That's what I'm going for. I want it to look gross. I want it to look just nasty. That's all I'm going for. It's a quick little paint job. That's the plan. All right, so we got that. Black. We'll do black next. Penguin is a schisis. You paint a Chamberlain theme model for your next comp. Get some black up here for his beak. Put some red in the eyes. Yeah, black for the beak and like where the claws are. Actually, it should be like... Yeah. Probably like... trying to think of where to start the black at. Hello, AG. Alright, I'm thinking about it too much. I've never seen the Dark Crystal. Don't judge me. I've never seen it. Actually, I fucked up. I think I fucked up. These should be white. There's like bones coming out, I think. Alright, let's do a quick fix then. Alright, I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I got this, I got this, I got this. So let's just hit those like that real quick, like nothing ever happened, with some white. Cool. Never happened. Alright. I know what to do. I am going to hit his beak with black, though. His beak does need to be, like, black. So we'll do, like, a... Like I said, if it's not perfect, it is not a big deal. Because that is the point. I want it to look sick McNasty. His toes with black. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta switch chairs out real quick, guys. You ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, here, sorry. Stole your chair for a minute.
All good.
So. Alright. What time is it?
9:45.
9:45. Alright, tell you what, chat, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end this live. I gotta get going. I got some errands I gotta run. But this is what it kind of looks like. I know it looks like shit right now, but trust the process. If you're in the Discord, I will take a picture of this and put it in the Discord later. So, alright, everybody. Goodbye. Where's the... If I can end the stream. There it is. There's the button.